Good evening, everyone. You got me? You took care of it for everybody? Are you sure? Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I heard you over there. Oh, you, yes, very good. The time right now is 6:03 p.m. Um, and we are going to go on ahead and convene our meeting. I want to call the January 22nd, 2026 Board of Education meeting to order. Before we get started, I have a thing in front of me. Okay. Before I get started, members of the public who desire to address the board on any topic related to board work must sign the roster. It's back there in the center table. So if you want to do that, you have until 6:30 p.m. to do that. So right now I'm going to call the meeting to order. We're going to begin with a roll call. So Mrs. Arambide, if you could please give us the roll call.
Yes, Madam President. Ms. Frazier,
Here.
Dr. Robinson,
Here.
Ms. Tamayo,
Here.
Mr. Williams,
Here.
Mrs. Wells Hill,
Here,
Mr. Gallegos,
Here.
Ms. Don Juan,
Ms. Don Juan is excused for this evening for a volleyball game. Basketball game, wrong season.
and Madam President, we have a quorum.
Thank you so very much. We're moving on to item 1.3. Um, we have some very important guests on this evening. It's going to be led by Otero Elementary students. So for the pledge, we have Brooklyn Archuleta, Callum Merritt, and Maurice Wren, and then that'll be followed by the mission statement by Diana Lees, sorry, Santana Perez, and Amelia Ross. So at this time, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The mission of D2 is to graduate college and career ready students with the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behaviors to personally succeed and contribute to the common good.
I, I do believe I observed. Did you recite that like you learned it, or was you reading a piece of paper? You memorized that? Well, we're going to give you an extra special hand. You all did a phenomenal job. We are moving on to item 2.1 to adopt the agenda, and I just at this time need a recommended motion, please.
Madam President, I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented by Mr. Williams, second by Ms. Frazier. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This meeting is officially come to order. All right then. We are now at item 3.1. It is showcasing Otero Elementary School. We have Principal Amy Bonine and Assistant Principal Sarah Lomcool. So at this time, it is in your hands.
Good evening, D2 Board of Education, Harrison friends and family. We're Otero, and we love our school because we take steps to grow and learn. Our school is calm and safe, and we have lots of clubs.
As you can see in the tables, we are a diverse community. We love diversity because it allows you to be yourself and feel like you belong.
We have a dedicated staff and we love our teachers. Our teachers at Otero are kind, supportive. They listen to us and help us solve problems. They teach us new things, encourage us when learning is hard, and make us feel special. Our teachers take time out their day for us, even eating lunch with us to make sure we feel supported and cared for. Our military families are celebrated throughout the year and make Otero special. It is a perfect home for military families because we make sure they are recognized for Veterans Day and in April for Military Child Appreciation Month.
We offer supports with a full-time MFLAG and counselor who have a deeper understanding of military life. We celebrate different cultures, meet new people, and make new friends.
Community partnerships help Otero serve our families with monetary, food, and other generous donations. Thank you, Toys for Tots, Cheyenne Press Church, Steele's, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Otero staff for being our greatest contributors over the holiday season. With your contributions, we served over 50 families. Thank you, Children's Literacy Center, for providing free after-school tutoring also. With your support, 14 of 15 students have showed literacy growth. One thing I enjoyed about literacy CLC is reading new things. My tutor is also awesome because they explain how the story makes sense and we also play games together. We also have leading edge for before and after school care. I love that we get to do arts and crafts and other activities.
Okay, so when you look at our data, although we're not where we wanted to be, this year we've made significant changes in our systems as we try to establish like the root causes of our problems. And we're streamlining next steps to focus on growth and achievement for all of our students.
So like Ms. Lemkel said, we're making major changes so that we're focused more on core. So we launched this year with ERI, which is Early Reading Initiative, and we're really having best practices at the face and anchor of all we're doing. Short cycle 1, what we did is we are aligning on best teaching practices using something called an IPG, Instructional Practice Guide. Right now we're in short cycle 2, which we're focused on collaborative planning, which we're really internalizing lessons and getting down to the standard and aligning tasks along the way. And then in short cycle 3, we will be focused on learning walks. So evaluating our teachers or looking at those best practices and then following up with them. Like I said earlier, we adjusted structures. We even changed our whole schedule the second semester so that we're focused more on core. And we hope that we are aligning everything in Math 2.
We are committed to improving student behavior by focusing on the whole child. Our approach is rooted in strong relationships between students and staff, among peers, and in partnerships with families. Staff intentionally model and practice regulation strategies, helping students develop skills to manage emotions and behaviors in healthy ways. Through techniques such as box breathing, finger breathing, and purposeful movement breaks embedded within the classroom day, students are supported in staying engaged and ready to learn. By building trust with families and maintaining consistent supportive practices, Otero fosters an environment where students can grow academically, socially, and emotionally.
At Otero, students learn from their mistakes. They make sure every student has a trusting adult to talk to, and they listen to all sides of the story. Everyone's perspective is heard and we work out the problem by determining next steps so we don't make the same mistake again.
Otero has many clubs and opportunities to learn new things. My favorite club is leadership because I get to do activities that help my school and my community. One of my favorite activities we've done in Leadership Club is helping our teachers clean the rooms after school to take pride in our community.
At our school, we have at our school we shh. At our school we have clubs. My we have a lot of clubs. Mine is robotics. We build our program and do missions.
Good evening. My name is Alexis Wren. I've been an Otero parent for going on 8 years now. During my time there, me and my family have felt very supported. The staff and teachers have always been there whenever our kids have needed it. We've gone through reading plans, IEPs, all kinds of stuff. And our principal and our staff body has always been there to support us. I definitely appreciate the consistency that I've seen the last 8 years at Otero. Thank you for your time.
Parent testimonies have highlighted what makes Otero special. Best decisions for a child with additional needs, caring, dedicated teacher and staff, students are treated with kindness and respect, parents feel confident and secure. Children are happy, comfortable, and excited to learn. Strong support and positive school environment, and families are deeply grateful for Otero. All right, Panthers, let's close out with our weekly launch.
We are, so we tell them, we are the Panthers, the mighty, mighty Panthers.
Do you have any questions for us?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll turn it over to the kids. They can answer them.
You guys ready?
Okay.
My turn. I want to commend you. I can't recall since I've been on the board where we had a parent testimony. So Miss Alexis, parent of 8 years, thank you for coming before the board to tout your school and its achievements. Thank you.
Just wanted to say great job to Otero Elementary. You guys make us so proud to sit here on the board. Special shout out, of course.
Thank you.
I was just going to ditto Vice President Frazier. It was just really neat to have to hear and see a parent come up and present.
Thank you. Our families are definitely, and our students are the best part of this job. So thank you.
You guys all did a phenomenal job, especially you guys who memorized your parts all on your own. I sat on this dais for about 2 years and had to read the mission statement myself, and I still don't know it by heart. I still stumble and fall in a few, words of patterns, and you did a phenomenal job. You guys did great.
What you don't see on the slides and what you don't see in the data is that they have some of the best instructional coaches in the district sitting right here in the front row. So the data does not match what is happening there. They are really working on the data matching what's happening there. We are also excited that they are going to go up for a military support award because they do so many things for their military families. And then students, tomorrow, your principal owes you something because you had to talk and she didn't. So she owes you something.
Don't worry, guys. We got pizza.
Again, thank you so very much. That was a really great presentation. Just re-echoing the importance of a parent coming and taking out the time to really, you know, show interest in not just in the school, but even just to come to a board meeting and to speak to us. That's greatly appreciated. The young man who came up here last, he's sitting next to the parents. He's robotics. Yeah, that took a lot of courage to get up and speak before the board. But I did want to acknowledge that you really have a really nice haircut as well. I knew I could get a smile out of you. Did you cut your hair special to come to the board meeting? Okay, okay. It's fresh. It's a fresh haircut. Thank you, Miss Amy, for what you've done. And I see you, even though you're standing in the back. I know the effort that it took, and we just appreciate that you're doing an excellent job. So thank you very much to Otero and all the parents and students. So now, um, don't leave because, you know, we give a chance to take a picture with the board, and we have a little something for you. Is that okay? So you all can come up front and let's take a picture.
AJ, did he tell you where he was this evening?
You know, like then the principal's.
All right, we're going to continue on with the meeting. Guess we know how to clear out a room or something. But we are moving on with item 4, communicating with the board. And we are 4.1 presentations from schools for School Board Recognition Month. And we're going to turn it into the hands of Dr. Verhansel.
We are super excited to honor the board this month. I have a little statement, but then I'm going to go off the script too. Tonight, we recognize our school board for their commitment, dedication, engagement, and informed leadership. Thank you for your continued service to our students, staff, and community. To mark School Board Appreciation Month, our schools would like to present you with gifts as a thank you for your service. Not on the paper, is in a time in public education where public education is getting criticized and politicized and people are pulled into all different venues. You all have stayed the force. You have kept kids first, and you have allowed us as leaders, principals, directors, to do what we need to do for our community. And that goes into the CUBE award you receive. That goes into people saying, how do you keep the main thing the main thing? How do you have high retention rates? How do you have people happy to go to work? That's because of the board we have. Thank you to each of you. It is not a full-time job, but it seems like a full-time job. And I know that you have heart for every one of our kids in every one of our schools, and it's felt thoroughly. And I am very appreciative that I get to work here with you. I would not want to be anywhere else with another board, as would many of our principals. So please, principals, can you stand and give them a round of applause to start? And it's so easy to talk about why D2 is great, starting with the school board. So it makes it really easy to tell others, and they don't have our school board, so they can't be great. So we're going to start with our student board rep, and Ms. Richie Rapp is going to honor our student board rep.
Thank you.
So this is from executive team. If it's not good, it's from someone else.
Okay, no pressure. I just wrote this speech on my phone. Bear with me. So as you know, January is School Board Recognition Month. Harrison School District 2 is one of the very few school districts that or school boards that has student board representatives. I don't know of another district, but I think there's at least 2 others. So Miss John Wan, as we mentioned before, is at Sierra High School this evening supporting her basketball teammates. It is senior night and she wanted to support her teammates, which we completely support. Thank you, Marissa, wherever you are. And thank you to Aiden Gallegos. You are one of the smartest and well-spoken young people that has crossed our paths. We appreciate you making time to serve on the board, especially while you're juggling high school classes, cross country, top honors as valedictorian at Harrison High School, woohoo, and interviewing for, I don't know, admissions to schools like Princeton. So thank you very much. And in honor of your service, I would like to present you with this token of appreciation.
Yes, please come up. Are you doing a dance or was that, okay. Can you share what schools this is from and some words for your board member?
Yes, so this is from Guyberson Elementary, of course, um, Oak Creek, Sierra High School, and Centennial Elementary. In the absence of our two colleagues, we are honoring you. We wanted to say thank you so much for your willingness, words of encouragement, and always making us smile, no matter what's happening and going on. So we decided to show you all of the smiles you have given. So that's why at your desk you have pictures that are going across your screen that of the different memories that you have created across our district with different students, staff, and administrators. But we appreciate you. We appreciate your presence and we thank you for supporting us. So we have you a comfort bin to go along with you watching your memories.
You're gonna start eating whatever's in there, like, yeah.
Hey, you ready for your photo?
It's like, okay, come on. He's like, okay, next. Miss Fraser, schools, if you can line up next. Secret information. Can you share what schools are you guys all representing and then your words for your board member?
Fox Meadow and Pando.
Yeah, and Terman Elementary. So we just wanted to thank you so much for everything that you do for our district. It's people like you that make our district and our schools a better place, and we appreciate all of your time and care and heart that you put into everything on the board. So we just send you with this small token of appreciation.
Mr. Williams, schools, if you can grab your stuff. And then it's going to be Dr. Robinson, because we're taking a little bit longer than we should as principals, but that's okay.
Yeah, there it is. Here we go. One.
Good evening, Mr. Williams. On behalf of Monterey, Mountain Vista K School, Thrive Home School, I was bullied in best strat. We just want to thank you. I'm here to lose. We want to thank you for everything that you do. Whenever our campuses just bring such an authentic presence, joyful and bubbly, and you interact with students, staff, and just make you and your we appreciate your presence and even ready to jump on with our kids, even though you and you're doing it to model for them. So we appreciate you and thank you.
What a very important job. A very important job.
Please understand that I have been voluntold, did not volunteer, but nevertheless, excited and honored to be able to honor Dr. Robin. Please. I had this long speech written out. They told me I only had 60 seconds. 60 seconds, words and praise and gratitude, does not tell the story. D2. I've been in our shoes, walked in our shoes, understood what it means to be an Uber driver, serve many lunches, wipe many small noses. But truly, two stands for. I want to honor you tonight. So, leadership, positive role model, relationship builder, educator, administrator, school board, sometimes peacemaker. As we saw you in actions, but only you have custody relationship building, first, second generations, third generations as well. So your impact remains in a different way. Okay. We have Carmel Community School, Sand Creek International, last but not least, PREC, the Dr. Pam Robertson Education Center. Thank you. All you do for us.
We won't make you say anything, but you can. I stand. already used all my I talking sticks at thought- the board presentation. So she told us, Ms. Tamayo, that she couldn't possibly speak tonight because she was speaking the whole beginning of the meeting. Now we know the truth, but. You worked with me for a long time. Yeah. Ms. Tamayo, we just want to say thank you so much for dedicating your time to be part of our school board and help support our district. As your first board appreciation month, we get the unique opportunity to give you a flag from our schools so that now when you come visit, you can support the different shirts and that sort of thing, along with some artwork from some students and a couple other items that and we just want to say thank you from Otero Elementary, Wildflower, Soaring Eagles, and we are missing bust, and if he were presenting tonight, there would be lots of tears. I'm sure. Do you want to add anything?
Come on down.
We'd like one group picture with all the board and all the principals, please.
Mr. Williams, I was told that you have one more gift coming. You're going to get driving lessons from Mrs. Bird.
Y'all, I came in like a bat out of you know what, trying to make that light, and I came around and saw Miss Pat, and I said, "Ooh, I'm in trouble." And I rolled my window down, and sure enough, she thought I was a student. I was like, "I thought you might think I was a student as well." But when I saw what face was behind the other car, I was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble."
This is where the board members can, if you wanted to say something, you can at this time.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the support, but I'm gonna be reading for the next 15 minutes, so I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I will be seeing you guys when I visit your schools. If you haven't seen me, it's because I've been working on my dissertation, so I've been focusing on that. But I got a little time on my hands now, so I should be able to see you guys pretty soon. So thank you.
As the newest member of the board, I am so honored to serve on this incredible community and to really help represent all of the people who make up D2. For the principals that I have met, I'm so honored to be able to serve you for these next 4 years because I know that together we can help a child achieve anything that they want. And I'm so grateful to this board to be a part of just really great colleagues, really great working culture. With our moral imperative to serve all students and to make sure and prepare all families to support their students. Nothing is more sacred in my heart. So I want to give a big shout out and just so much appreciation. Dang it, I might cry. I might be like, a good thing Vargas is Dr. Vargas is not here, Mr. Vargas, because I'd be so crying right now. But I just wanted to give a thank you. Every day you are on the front line of what community means, and I thank you so much. So I sit here with some of the most greatest human beings that I've gotten to know. So thank you.
To my principals this year, my principals from the past, my principals in the future. I love you. I love what you do. I love observing what you do. I appreciate you all. Since 2021, getting elected to serve Harrison School District 2, not only on this board, but to serve our students, our teachers, our staff, our administration. It's been truly a highlight of my life, and I look forward to the next 4 years serving you all. You are wonderful. Our district is known all over the country for what we do. Let's keep it moving. But I love you all. Thank you.
Of course, you know, as was stated, I've definitely walked in your shoes. And so that makes me respect you even more. And so, although some people think I'm not retired because I have these little things I do here and there, but one of the little post-retirement jobs I have, I go to districts across the state, especially in the southern area, and then another, I go to some schools out in here in the city. And I will tell you all, the work you do is second to none. I am so proud to be a part of Harrison, and I know for a fact there are days where you think, oh my goodness. But on those days, you have to know you are shining stars. And even though all the schools I visit, I know we're all working for the good of kids, but I have not encountered anyone as relentless and student focused as you all. And so proud to have been a colleague and so proud to serve you now. And please know that I will always, always keep my feet in your shoes. So thank you so much, all of you.
And now it's my turn. So everybody, I just wanted to say that thank you, especially from the executive team for recognizing for my achievements. But for somebody who has made a lot of achievements, I want to be recognized for my impact because I believe that consistency is the most important thing when being part of this board. And especially with the principals recognizing for us in the month of January of how much we have done for our district. And as JJ said, that we are like known everywhere in the States. I feel like that since we keep doing this, we have to keep the momentum up. And then you two principals, you guys are doing amazing. As Miss Moore over there, Carmel back in the day was pretty much, I was consistent with me. I was trying to grow as a leader from elementary to middle, all the way to high school. And then when being recognized, I'm willing to keep making the impact to make sure that D2 is represented. Because as a student board representative, even though I might only have 2 months left, I'll make sure those 2 months are the most important in my years.
I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to say at this point. Coming behind Aiden especially. But I have nothing but gratitude and appreciation for each and every one of you that is sitting here. It is really the pleasure and the privilege of my life to be on this board and to serve. It's because of you, who you are, that I sit here and I do what I do. We serve at the pleasure of you to make sure that you have everything that you need to pour your life into our children, our students, our families, and make them successful. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, those of you who honored me on this evening, those who, again, honored me in the past. I appreciate the fact that you make no excuses for what you do and that you make us shine. And so thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of all of our hearts. Thank you for what you do. I'm going to give you a hand because without you, there would be none of us. So thank you for what you do. So with that being said, since we know how to clear out a room, we know that school is still on for tomorrow.
Yeah.
However, we have 2 people that I need for them to come sit up front because they've been clowning all night long. So they get to stay and everybody else gets to leave. So I'm gonna need for Derek and Dr. Page to come sit right up here. And the rest of you are dismissed.
Thank you all.
Oh, not together. Not together. Dr. Page, you're on this side. No.
What are you going to do with them?
They're killing me. Killing me.
He's like, what am I doing?
Derek's like, I can't leave.
Oh.
No, Derek can leave. Derek can leave.
Derek,
Paige can't.
Derek, you know you can leave. We just wanted to poke it. Okay. He said it's VIP city.
Preferential seating.
All right, so with whoever is remaining, we're going to move on to item 4.2. We have student board members report, and this evening it'll be given by Mr. Aiden Gallegos.
Yes, hello.
Mr.
Back-
Fleshman, you can leave if you'd like. The other one can't, so. Yeah.
Oh. Rolla.
Yes. All right. Good evening, everybody. So I would like, oh, thank you. So since we're Harrison High School, we are the IB Diploma Program, and I would like to just tell you some good news about that. So for this year, the IB, CP, and DP enrollment growth has actually exponentially increased by a lot, especially in the career program. With the new graduation framework, students are accessing high rigor classes and preparing for future studies, which is a lot better. And for this year, our academic focus is on the emphasis on challenging coursework and preparing students for post-secondary opportunities. For attendance and performance, the attendance success is Harrison's ranked second in the district for attendance performance in January, showing major improvement. And we even have a little fun game called Candyland, which show we have all the 9th, the 10th, and 11th, and the 12th competing against each other for attendance. And we get a prize at the end if we win, so go seniors. Now, for the executive team, because you guys understand this more, the SPF performance is continued focus on maintaining strong results on the school performance framework to avoid returning to priority improvement status. And with according to, for the juniors for SAT, we have been doing a lot more practice towards multiple choice questions prepared to math and English. For activities and engagement, we're now emphasizing on family engagement towards our extracurriculars that are available, because the survey results highlight the need to further involve families in extracurricular opportunities offered at Harrison, such as getting more students to attend girls basketball games, boys basketball games. Doesn't matter what the sport. I just would like to see that more families come in and engage, like how the board does with the schools that they work, especially the principals. And today for the JROTC cadets was something very cool. And while I was doing my board report, is that Captain Schmidt was pretty much setting up bringing the Sierra and Harrison kids together at Harrison High School to do a stock market stimulation, where pretty much this was pretty much buy, sell, and it was chaos. But kids were getting the honest feedback on how to actually run the stock market and be successful in the future. So I thought that was very important, especially for kids who want to get involved with investing in the future. And upcoming events is on February 6th, the JROTC registration visit. February 12th is the CASB Winter Legislative event. I think that will be there, which is very going to be fun. And March is our Make-A-Wish Foundation fundraiser at Harrison.
Thank you. That was excellent. Wow. You always represent so well. Thank you again. We are moving on to item 5. I don't believe we have any communications.
No, we do not.
No comments? All right. All right. So that takes us to number 6, matters reserved for board action. 6.1, it is the Black History Month resolution. Mr. Williams, if you would not mind, please, if you could read the resolution for us.
Madam President, Harrison School District Number 2 Black History Month Resolution. Whereas Black History Month is celebrated every February as tribute to the achievements of African Americans who have shaped American history from 1619 to the election of the first Black president and vice president of the United States of America in 2008 and 2020, respectively, and beyond. And whereas a week was chosen in February of 1926 to celebrate Black history as it acknowledged the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln on February 12th and of Frederick Douglass on February 20th, both of whom were recognized as champions of freedom and equality for all men. And whereas in the late 1960s, America experienced the civil rights movement and prominent civil rights activists supported the evolution of the week into an entire month. And whereas Black History Month is now celebrated in the United States during the month of February and is promoted by a yearly theme, which for 2026 is a century of Black history commemorations. This theme marks 100 years since National Black History commemorations began in 1926, highlighting the enduring focus of African American history and contributions in the United States. This theme reflects a century of honoring Black life, struggles, and achievements with a renewed focus on accurate and inclusive history. Whereas Harrison School District Number 2 believes in celebrating African Americans that have shared their talents for the betterment of American society, such as Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther King Jr., George Washington Carver, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois, and countless others that have inspired America to respect the dignity and equality of all people. And whereas Harrison School District Number 2 believes America is better off and stronger because African American leaders have helped America for generations to strive for equality, democracy, and truth that all people are created equal. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of Harrison School District Number 2 hereby proclaims the month of February 2026 to be Black History Month in District 2. The district will observe throughout the year and through various programs and activities the contributions African Americans have made and continue to make in our nation, in witness whereof we have unto set our hands and cause the official seal of Harrison School District Number 2 to be hereunto affixed this 22nd day of January 2026.
Thank you. Moving on to item 6.2, it is opposition to tax credit resolution. Mr. Williams. You're so eloquent of a reader. We appreciate you.
Madam President, Harrison School District Number 2, resolution opposition to tax credits. Whereas a free public education for all is a virtue of our American society, and tuition tax credits and voucher schemes continue to pose a serious threat to public education. And whereas American public education is the foundation of our democracy, where all children are accepted regardless of their gender, race, sexual orientation, religion, disability, or economic status. And whereas in recent years, the push to divert public dollars to private schools has intensified across the country through vouchers, K through 12, savings accounts, and schemes that provide lucrative tax credits for donations that fund scholarships to private schools. And whereas in state after state, voucher programs have been shown to exceed cost projections and strip funding from our already underfunded school systems. Whereas school privatization, proponents, knowing the term voucher causes some concern, have taken to creating new terms for school privatization schemes such as tuition tax credits. And whereas multiple studies have shown that voucher programs often subsidize students from wealthy families already attending private schools. And whereas voucher programs have been shown to increase school segregation, and whereas private schools are not required to disclose how they spend funds they receive, measure their academic achievement, make their academic standards public, hold public meetings, or educate children with disabilities. And whereas voucher-funded schools strips students of important rights, including the First Amendment rights, services, and protections they receive in public schools, going so far as to refuse to offer services to students with special needs and English language learners. And whereas, according to the National Coalition for Public Education, vouchers cause a decline in academic achievement that rivals or even exceeds those caused by natural disasters and the COVID-19 pandemic. Be it resolved that Harrison School District Number 2 Board of Education opposes the diversion of public funds to any discriminatory voucher or tax credit program, federal or state, which reduces public financial support to our cherished public schools. And be it resolved that the board will partner with like-minded organizations to support fully funded public schools. In witness whereof we have unto set our hands and caused the official seal of Harrison School District Number 2 to be hereunto affixed this 22nd day of January 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. We're moving on to item 6.3. It is the resolution granting easement pertaining to property at Panorama Middle School and certificate of incumbency.
Madam President, Harrison School District Number 2, resolution granting easement pertaining to 2145 South Shelton Road and certificate of incumbency. Whereas the district owns the property located at 2145 South Shelton Road, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80916, and more particularly identified as situated in the county of El Paso, state of Colorado, and described as Lot 17, Block 4, Belevin Subdivision, Unit Number 1, except that portion as conveyed in deed recorded on April 18th, 1988 in Book 5496, page 1330 at reception number 016925456, County of El Paso, State of Colorado, also known as the property. Whereas the district entered into that certain land, building, and rooftop lease agreement dated November 30, 2018, the lease whereby the district leased a portion of the property to Verizon Wireless, known as VAW LLC. Verizon Wireless and its successors and assigns collectively the lessees for the purpose of installing, operating, maintaining, and repairing a rooftop cellular antenna and rooftop and ground-related equipment. And whereas, pursuant to the terms and conditions of the lease and various associated agreements, the district receives monthly income from the lessee related to the use of the property as an income stream. Whereas the district has been approached by Infra US Wireless One LLC, a Delaware limited liability company, known as Unison, concerning the potential sale of the income stream to Unison pursuant to the terms and conditions of the lease. Whereas the district desires to enter into agreements with Unison concerning the potential sale of the income stream, and whereas the district entered into that certain terms of agreement dated July 1st, 2025 with Unison's affiliate Unison US OpCo LLC. Whereas the district desires to grant certain easements, an easement in and to a portion of the property, together with the assignment of the lease associated therewith and located on the property. The easement and lease are collectively referred to as subject property to Unison. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Corey Arcaris, the Chief Financial Officer of the district, and Dr. Wendy Berhansel, the Superintendent of the district, both known as authorized signatories, are hereby authorized, empowered, and directed to enter into, execute, and deliver on the behalf of the district any and all documents and agreements necessary to convey the subject property to Unison, including, without limitation, the wireless communication easement assignment agreement, net profits agreement, settlement statements, and other such agreements and documents, collectively known as the sale documents, as may be required in connection with the transaction, and the execution of any such sale documents by the authorized signatory shall be binding obligation of this district. And said authorized signatory for the district shall be authorized, empowered, and directed to enter into, execute, and deliver any and all documents and instruments, and to take any and all acts necessary on behalf of the district to effectuate the transfer of the easement and assignment of the lease, and the approval of the members of all corporate power and authority for such action shall be conclusively presumed by the signature and said authorized signatory. Further resolve that the easement shall have a term as specified in the agreement dated July 1, 2025, subject to a surrender period of inactivity at the property. Further resolve that the district has deemed the conveyance of the subject property to be within the powers of the district pursuant to Colorado Revised Statute 22-32-110. And further resolve that said authorized signatory of the district is hereby authorized, directed, and empowered on behalf of the district to do such other acts and things as may be necessary or advisable in order to carry out and perform on part of the district the covenants, conditions, and agreements on its part to be carried out and performed as provided in the sale documents, and in order to carry out and give effect to the full intent and purposes of these resolutions. Further resolved that the foregoing resolution shall remain in full force and effective until written notice of their amendment or rescission shall have been received by such Title Vest Agency, Inc., the title company, departments, offices, branches, and correspondence as may be concerned, and that receipt of such notice shall not affect any obligations entered into by the board prior thereto or action taken by the title company prior thereto. And further resolved that the members certify to the title company the passage of the foregoing resolutions and certify that the provisions thereof are in conformity with the policies and other resolutions of the board. The Board of Education of Harrison School District 2, also known as El Paso County School District Number 2, El Paso County, Colorado, hereby certifies the district is in good standing and exists within the state of Colorado as a corporation on the date hereof. There are no proceedings of any nature whatsoever relating to bankruptcy, merger, liquidation, or dissolution of the district pending or contemplated. The foregoing resolutions have not been amended or rescinded in any manner, are in full force and effect as of the date hereof, are not inconsistent with any provisions of the policies of the board, policies of the district, or any other resolutions of the board currently in effect, and are within the power of the board to pass as provided in the policies of the board and the policies of the district, and that there is no provision in the policies or other resolutions of the board limiting the power of the board to pass the foregoing resolutions. The following individuals are the incumbent officers of the board on that date hereof shall continue to perform the duties of their respective offices through the date of execution of any and all sale documents requested by title company in connection with the sale, and as such officers are authorized to designate the authorized signatory to be the authorized signatory for the district in the herein contemplated sale. Offices held: President, name, Michelle Wills Hill. Office held: Vice President, name, Janice J.J. Frazier. Office held: Secretary, name, Corey Williams. Office held: Treasurer, name, Pamela Robinson. Office held: Director, name, Emily Tamayo. This board finds and determines that all formal actions of this board and any of its committees concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution were taken, and that all deliberations of this board and any of its committees that resulted in such formal actions were held in meetings open to the public and in compliance with the law. To the board's knowledge, the policies of the board and policies of the district are true, accurate, and complete, and have not been amended as of the date hereof. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of Harrison School District Number 2 hereby authorizes the granting of an easement as described above and certifies its incumbency as described above. In witness whereof we have unto set our hands and caused the official seal of Harrison School District Number 2 to be hereunto affixed this 22nd day of January 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Item 6.4 is resolution granting easement pertaining to property at the Pamela Robinson Education Center.
Madam President, Harrison School District Number 2, resolution granting easement pertaining to 200 Loomis Avenue and certificate of incumbency. Whereas the district owns the property located at 200 Loomis Avenue, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80906, and more particularly identified as situated in the county of El Paso, state of Colorado, and described as a tract of land situated in the east one half of Section 5, Township 15 South, Range 66 West of the 6th PM, County of El Paso, State of Colorado, as described in deed recorded December 20th, 1962 in book 1939 at page 719, accepting that portion conveyed to El Paso County by and through the Board of County Commissioners of El Paso County, Colorado, in bargain and sale deed recorded December 14th, 2011. At reception number 211123592, known as the property. And whereas the district entered into the certain land and rooftop lease agreement dated December 30th, 2014, as amended by that certain First Amendment to land and rooftop lease agreement dated March 6th, 2024, collectively known as the leased, whereby the district leased a portion of the property to Verizon Wireless, known as VAW LLC. Verizon Wireless and its successors, that's just DBA, other names for that company. That's why I keep skipping it. And assigns collectively the lease for the purpose of installing, operating, maintaining, and repairing a rooftop cellular antenna and rooftop ground-related equipment. Whereas pursuant to the terms and conditions of the lease, various associated agreements, the district receives monthly income from the leasee related to the use of the property, an income stream. Whereas the district has been approached by InfraUS Wireless One, LLC, a Delaware limited liability company known as Unison, concerning the potential sale of the income stream to Unison pursuant to the terms and conditions of the lease. Whereas the district desires to enter into agreements with Unison concerning the potential sale of the income stream, and whereas the district entered into that certain terms of agreement dated July 1, 2025 with Unison's affiliate Unison US OpCo, LLC. Whereas the district desires to grant certain easement in and to a portion of the property together with the assignment of the lease associated therewith and located on the property. The easement and lease are collectively referred to as subject property to Unison. And now therefore be it resolved that Corey Arcaris, the Chief Financial Officer of the district, and Dr. Wendy Berhansel, the Superintendent of the district, each known as authorized signatories, are hereby authorized to and empowered and directed to enter into, execute, and deliver on behalf of the district any and all documents and agreements necessary to convey the subject property to Unison, including, without limitation, the wireless communication easement and assignment agreement, net profits agreement, settlement statements, and other such agreements and documents collectively known as the sale documents, as may be required in connection with the transaction, and the execution of any such sale documents by the authorized signatory shall be the binding obligation of this district, and said authorized signatory for the district shall be authorized, empowered, and directed to enter into, execute, and deliver any and all documents and instruments, and to take any and all acts necessary on behalf of the district to effectuate the transfer of the easement and assignment of the lease, and the approval of the members and all corporate power and authority for such action shall be conclusively presumed by the signature of said authorized signatory. And further resolved that the easement shall have a term as specified in the agreement dated July 1, 2025, subject to surrender period of inactivity at the property. And further resolved that the district has deemed the conveyance of the subject property to be within the powers of the district pursuant to Colorado Revised Statutes 22 32-110. And further resolved that said authorized signatory of the district is hereby authorized, directed, and empowered on behalf of the district to do such other acts and things as may be necessary or advisable in order to carry out and perform on part of the district the covenants, conditions, and agreements on its part to be carried out and performed as provided in the sale documents, and in order to carry out and give effect to full intent purposes of these resolutions. And further resolved that the foregoing resolution shall remain in full force and effect until written notice of their amendment or rescission shall have been received by such a Title Vest Agency, Inc., Incorporated, the title company, departments, offices, branches, and correspondence as may be concerned, and that receipt of such notice shall not affect any obligations entered into by the board prior thereto or action taken by the title company prior thereto. And further resolve that the members certify to the title company the passage of the foregoing resolutions and certify the provisions thereof are in conformity with the policies and other resolutions of the board. The Board of Education of Harrison School District 2, also known as El Paso County School District Number 2, El Paso County, Colorado, hereby certifies that the district is in good standing and exists within the state of Colorado as a corporation on the date hereof. There are no proceedings of any nature whatsoever relating to the bankruptcy, merger, liquidation, or dissolution of the district pending or contemplated. The foregoing resolutions have not been amended or rescinded in any manner, are in full force and effect as of the date hereof, are not inconsistent with any provisions of the policies of the board, policies of the district, or any other resolution of the board currently in effect, and are within the power of the board to pass as provided in the policies of the board and the policies of the district, and that there is no provision in the policies or resolutions of the board limiting the power of the board to pass the foregoing resolutions. And the following individuals are the incumbent officers of the board on the date hereof, and shall continue to perform the duties of their respective offices through the date of execution of any and all sale documents requested by a title company in connection with the sale. And as such officers are authorized to designate the authorized signatory to be the authorized signatory for the district in the herein contemplated sale. Office held, President, name, Michelle Wills Hill. Office held, Vice President, name, Janice J.J. Frazier. Office held, Secretary, name, Corey Williams. Office held, Treasurer, name, Pamela Robinson. Office held, Director, name, Emily Tamayo. This board finds and determines that all formal actions of this board and any of its committees concerning and related to the adoption of this resolution were taken, and that all deliberations of this board and any of its committees that resulted in such formal actions were held in meetings open to the public in compliance with the law. To the board's knowledge, the policies of the board and policies of the district are true, accurate, and complete, and have not been amended as of the date hereof. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of Harrison School District Number 2 hereby authorizes the granting of an easement as described above, and certifies its incumbency as described above. In witness whereof we have unto set our hands and caused the official seal of Harrison School District Number 2 to be hereunto affixed this 22nd day of January 2026.
We're going to, no, we're not done. We got one more. Item 6.5, it is adoption of the fiscal year 2025-2026 mid-year budget modifications.
Madam President, resolution use of beginning fund balance for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025 and ending June 30, 2026. Be it resolved in accordance with Colorado Revised Statutes 22-44-105, Section 1.5, Subsection A and Subsection C, the Board of Education of Harrison School District 2 in the County of El Paso and State of Colorado authorizes the use of a portion of the fiscal year 2025-2026 beginning fund balance for the following funds for the purposes set forth. General fund in the amount of $5,963,645 to spend down beginning fund balance. Insurance reserve fund in the amount of $173,336 to spend down beginning fund balance. Nutrition services fund in the amount of $659,990 to spend down beginning fund balance. Pupil activity fund in the amount of $25,000 to spend down beginning fund balance. Building fund in the amount of $1,265,745 to spend down beginning fund balance. Capital reserve fund in the amount of $1,630,781 to spend down beginning fund balance. Land trust fund in the amount of $156,000 to spend down the beginning fund balance. I do not have anything after that.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. I'm going to give Mr. Williams a break and ask someone else to give me a recommended motion, please.
It's all right, I got it. Madam President, be it resolved by the Board of Education of Harrison School District 2 in the County of El Paso and State of Colorado that the amount shown in the following schedule be appropriated to each fund as approved on January 22nd, 2026 for the current fiscal year, beginning July 1, 2025 and ending June 30, 2026. No, it's the dates. That's correct. Yes. That's the motion. It's made. We just need to second it.
Second.
Yes.
Okay. Recommended motion by Mr. Williams, second by Dr. Pamela Robinson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Moving along, item 7, it is the board consent agenda. 7.1 is the approval of minutes of the December 12th, 2024 combined work session / board meeting. Item 7.2, OE3, treatment of stakeholders monitoring report from 1/23/2025. And item 7.3, OE4, personnel administration indicator report dated 1/23/2025. At this time, I just need a recommended motion, please.
Madam President, I move to approve the board consent agenda.
I second.
Motion to approve the board consent agenda by Mr. Williams, second by Ms. Tamayo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's approved. All right, we're going on to item 8. It is the superintendent consent agenda. We have 8.1. It's the January personnel and comparison report. Again, I just need a recommended motion, please.
Madam President, I move to approve the superintendent consent agenda.
Second.
Motion to approve the superintendent consent agenda by Mr. Williams, second by Ms. Frazier. All those in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Item 9, monitoring board performance. We have the annual work plan.
There are no changes from 2 weeks ago.
Right. Thank you. We're going into item 9.2. It is legislative updates.
Board, you will have received an email from Mrs. Ritchie Rapp giving you an outline of the current bills. Over 50 bills have already dropped. The deadline for their first 2 bills to get in is a week away, and so we'll see probably double that come. We are actively supporting Senator Exum's bill on affordable housing, and so we will send a letter of support and probably testify when that comes. It's really to allow nonprofits, school districts to be able to put housing on their property and not have to jump through all the hoops that we had to do. So it's really something that we want for our community and for our partners. And so he's asked for our support. Case will support it. I think Casby's supporting it. Pikes Peak Alliance is supporting it. So The voucher bill, I'm trying to find a sponsor to put a bill out to oppose it. It will do nothing because the governor will veto it, but it will send a message that it's wrong. There is going to be some bills from discipline. We have not heard anything, nor has anyone reached out, so those were concerned of what might come up. There is a bill about 504s. What the state is trying to do right now is fix everything that the feds got rid of, which is very, very dangerous, because the state does not have capacity to do some of those things, and it opens up a ton of liabilities back to school districts. So basically, every bill that we see, if it's not talking about giving school finance adequate funding, we are opposing it. Because we should not be passing any bill with any fiscal note when we don't even fund schools appropriately. So that's really been the message. 50 bills still dropped and many have fiscal notes. So the message is not being sent or heard, but we continue to send that same message.
Thank you, Dr. Behansel. We're just about, excuse me, at the end. I do want to make one special mention. Christine O'Brien's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
dear Christine. Happy birthday to you.
I think we're supposed to say cha-cha-cha after every phrase. All right. It has been a really great meeting. Thank you again to, of course, they're not here to thank you again. Oh yeah, that's right. Derek is here. You passed that along. Our words of thanks and appreciation for all of the pleasantries exchanged on this evening. We hope that you all have a good, safe evening and drive home. So at this time, we are at item 10.1, and I just need a recommended motion, please, to adjourn.
Madam President, with no further business, I move to adjourn the Board of Education board meeting.
I second.
Motion to adjourn the Board of Education board meeting by Mr. Williams, second by Ms. Tamayo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you.